This is the story of the billion-dollar mistake.
So, what if a group of Nobel Prize winners nearly crashed the entire world economy with just math?
Yeah, this is the insane story of long-term capital management. Sounds pretty stable, right? Well, think again.
So let's talk about the team behind this thing. Seriously, it was like the Avengers of finance.
You had a legendary trader and his advisors, two Nobel Prize-winning economists. These guys were considered untouchable. So, what was their big idea? Well, they thought they'd built the perfect money-making machine. Their whole game was something called arbitrage, basically finding tiny price differences and just skimming the profit.
Find a tiny profit, repeat it thousands of times, and then juice it with huge amounts of borrowed money.
They started with $4 billion of their own cash. A pretty decent head start, you could say. But get this, they controlled over $125 billion in total. How? They borrowed it, a lot of it.
Okay, so what's the catch? Well, their whole brilliant system had one fatal assumption.
Their models basically said extreme, crazy events, nah, those almost never happen. Famous last words, right? They thought markets were rational, but in 1998, pure panic took over and the impossible actually happened. They were leveraged 50 to 1. That's just insane. It's betting everything on being right every single time.
And really, what this all came down to was hubris. They honestly believed they were just too smart to be wrong.
So how did it all break? The one thing that brought down these geniuses started a world away. August 1998, Russia defaults on its debt. Suddenly, all their perfect models were worthless. Global panic set in, fast. And just like that, they lost $4.6 billion, gone, in just a matter of weeks. And this wasn't just them. Their failure threatened to pull the entire global financial system down with them.
So how do you stop a train wreck this big? It was time for a lesson in humility.
Basically, the US government stepped in and forced their biggest rivals to bail them out, just to save everyone. The lesson here? Markets don't break because people are dumb. They break because people think they're too smart.
So in the end, all it took was one impossible event that their fancy models just couldn't predict. We bailed out the geniuses once, so the real question is, could it happen all over again?